The next day, Ji-young couldn't sleep because of the nightmare from the night before. The memory kept haunting her, and she found herself taking it out on the innocent ingredients, pounding them furiously with a rolling pin. Ji-young, holding the finished dish with a puzzled look at everyone, glared at the king while he deliberately avoided her gaze. When the king asked what the dish was, Ji-young glared at him and replied, "It's a French consommé, good for relieving a hangover." The king, tasting it, was once again amazed. On her way, Ji-young met a man who asked about Gilgium's condition. During the cooking contest, it had been this man who saved Gilgium when she was in danger. Then, he disappeared in a comical manner. The man realized that the person who attacked Gilgium was the same one who had killed his mother. He vowed to take revenge at all costs. Meanwhile, Makwan sent a maid to summon the king, but troubled by his mother's exile and other worries, the king only went for a walk. As he passed by the palace kitchen, he thought of Ji-young again. Eventually, he went into his chamber and did not come out. From then on, the king stopped eating, and as he skipped all 3 meals a day, everyone began to worry. After finishing her work, Ji-young sat down, gazing at the moon, thinking of her father and worrying about how she could return to 2025. Then the king's face appeared in the moon. Ji-young scolded herself for going crazy, trying to regain her composure, but his face kept appearing in her mind. At that moment, the king was also looking at the moon. Thinking of Ji-young, he finally felt hungry and ordered someone to bring him a meal. "I can't tell if I'm hungry because I'm thinking of you, or if I'm thinking of you because I'm hungry." Ji-young brought the food and explained it to the king. After the maid tasted it first, the king tried it himself. As expected, it was an extraordinary flavor. After the meal, the king secretly watched Ji-young leave, his heart fluttering, while Ji-young herself was also in high spirits. The next day, Makwan devised a plan for the king. He would serve lunch as if he had cooked it himself. He instructed the chefs accordingly. Meanwhile, Ji-young prepared her own dish for the king. Makwan entered the kitchen to check his own cooking and, as expected, kept glaring at Ji-young, warning her. Makwan even deliberately knocked over the dish Ji-young had prepared, forcing her to start cooking all over again. After many twists and turns, the dishes were finally completed, and Ji-young and Makwan carried them to the king. Coincidentally, the king's uncle had also come to pay his respects, so they all ended up having lunch together. Both of them tried the dishes prepared by Makwan and Ji-young, but their hands instinctively went to Ji-young's uniquely creative dish. They praised it enthusiastically and devoured every last bite. Defeated once again, Makwan seethed with rage and vowed never to let Ji-young off so easily. That night, Im Song-jae spoke to his father about Ji-young's bag and decided to deliver the bag containing the strange item to the king. The next day, the palace prepared a meal for visitors from China. A high-ranking Chinese official harshly criticized the food as terrible and ordered the chef he had brought along to cook instead. The Chinese chef displayed dazzling knife skills, presented visually appealing dishes, and the taste was excellent, astonishing everyone. Knowing that the Korean king was picky, the Chinese official planned to impress him with top-quality Chinese cuisine and then request something else afterward. At that time, in the palace's back courtyard, the king received Ji-young's bag from Im Song-jae and immediately sent a servant to bring Ji-young to him. Upon arriving, Ji-young was mesmerized by the beautiful sight of flowers, butterflies, and a variety of fruits and vegetables. Just then, the king appeared. Ji-young then noticed chili peppers, which at the time were considered poisonous due to their spiciness and were a forbidden food. However, she was thrilled, knowing that chilies would greatly enhance her dishes. The king, embarrassed, handed over the bag and stepped back, stumbling. Ji-young also tripped, and the two briefly locked eyes.